So very first one I'm going to share with you tonight is one called Metricool. So actually I haven't got the splash screen up. I've just got the inside of the app because I thought I might just show you through it. It's not going to come up the splash screen. So what this is it is a social media management platform and it's reasonably inexpensive. I think around about $20 a month. It allows you to connect up your social media account. So you can see on the left-hand side, I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Actually, I haven't got LinkedIn in there. I thought I did. So I still need to connect up that one there. TikTok, Google Business, YouTube, Facebook ads. So you can connect up all of those in there. And what it does is it tracks the analytics of it. So it tells you, what's actually happening on these accounts, where are your visitors coming from? So you can see here for the time I've had it connected with most of my visits from Australia, 362 visitors, 107 from the States. Jeepers, I'm not that popular with the New Zealanders, am I? So 29 there, 90 from Canada. So it tells you where your visitors are coming from. And then it also tells you, what pages they're looking at, what they're clicking on, where they're going. And with this as well too, you can also post comments and messages. So you can reply to your comments and messages from it. So they've got an inbox there for you to manage all of your social media interactions from inside the platform. No conversations, eh? How boring am I? No, it's still loading up there. And then what you can do is you can also, in the planning side of things, you can plan your posts. So if you want to schedule out your posts for a month, for a week, for maybe 12 months, you can do it from all within this platform as well too. And you can decide where you want to share these posts to, which social media platforms. And so you can get it all scheduled up in, sort of at one time, and then just press release, and it will schedule those to be posted on the dates and times that you want them posted. So a good thing about this too is it also lets you know when are the best times to post, because it'll tell you the times that people visit. It'll tell you sort of when you get most of your engagement. And when people in the you post and interact on them. So track the links in social media as well, what posts they come from, and sort of what's performing well and maybe not what's not performing so well. So it's pretty cool tool actually. I found this off someone who had this actually not on their website. They had a tracking pixel on their website. I was able to go into the source code. I could see where their tracking pixel came from, and here I found it. So I actually thought this is a pretty cool platform, and it is pretty cool, and it's reasonably simple to use as well too. So that one there is called metricool.com. Now we'll pop these links into the chat. So if you open up chat, it's that little speech bubble icon at the bottom of your screen on your Zoom toolbar. It says chat underneath it. If you open it up there, we'll drop those into chat. And at the end of the evening, you can save the chat. So if you click the three little dots at the bottom of chat, that'll allow you to save it to your computer. So you can save it now. And then if you save it at some other point in the evening, it will continue saving into that same document as well too. All right, next app that I've got, this is one that I use with my web developer colleagues and friends. My kids use it for their gaming as well, and pretty much because it was developed as a gaming app. But it's a chat. It's an app there to be able to chat. So if you're familiar with something like Skype, for instance, it will do what Skype does, except it has got a whole lot more power to the whole thing. And so what it will do is it allows you to set up channels inside it. So for instance, we've got sort of channels in our developer community that are set up for things like particular plugins like Elementor. We've got something for security. We've got ones for just general. In fact, there's a channel in there even for bachelor life, for all of the sort of single blokes and women in our channel that I just want to chat about that sort of random stuff as well too. So it allows you to sort of keep things grouped and organized into a particular channel and into particular topics. You can share things like videos, files, so you can up images, all sorts of things there. And if you're working on projects, you can create a channel just for that particular project, and all of your discussions are contained in there. So it's really helpful if you're working with a team of people. So whether it's virtual staff or whether it's onshore staff or a mixture of the two, it's a highly sort of powerful productivity tool. Great news about it is it's free. So you can download it, start using it. It's free. They do have a paid version for it, but for most of us, you're going to get more than enough value with the free version. So it's an alternative there too, something like Skype, Microsoft Teams, Slack, and in my opinion, it is probably the most powerful of the tools there, and it's one of the simpler ones to use as well too. So well worth checking out if you are working with a team of people in your business. Great way to communicate and have it organized. It's almost like a project management tool. I wouldn't advocate using it as a project management tool, but you could almost use it like that. All right, next one I have for you. This is an AI tool. It is called Voila. So voila.ai. And it hooks into ChatGPT. So if you haven't heard about ChatGPT, that is an app there which, well, it's a bit like Google search, except it does a whole lot more than that. It can write blog posts for you. It can create emails for you. It can even do things like create images for you, give you video scripts. I ran it the other day. I was running some Google ads the other day, and it wrote all of my Google ads for me as well too. So Voila is... So this is getvoila.ai. It is a Chrome extension. And so what it does is that you can have the power of ChatGPT in your browser and in fact in your emails. So all you do is sign up for it. It is free to sign up for it. And I'll show you where it works on an email. So if I open up my emails, yes, I'm smashed with emails. Don't judge me. So let's find an email to reply to. What do we got here? Let's go for, I reckon this one here. Okay, so she's given me sort of a whole lot of text to update on her website. So I'm going to sort of reply, but instead I'm not actually going to bother replying. You'll see down the bottom of the email is a little purple icon. If I click on that, that will bring up it's like a ChatGPT box, but a Voila box. And I'll tell it, how do I want to reply? So I'll say, yes, I'll update your website with this. There we go. So, and then just press enter, and then it will now craft out the email. So here it says, Dear Jenny, thanks for sharing the links to the document. I've received it and will update your website with this. Best regards, McCree. If I don't like the response, I can just click regenerate and it will come out with a different version. So, and you can keep doing it until you find a version you like. Now, the good thing about this is it does learn as well too. There is a little preferences pane there, and you can sort of start to give it sort of content, or the content used that it will start to learn. But really, to get the value of that, you need to upgrade to premium, which is $5 a month or $16 a month. So it is, it's not terribly expensive. It's reasonably cheap as well too. And it does use the later versions of ChatGPT, which are sort of ChatGPT 4. Most people at the moment are using ChatGPT 3, so it's just got a bit more power to it as well too. So there's how it integrates with your email. It also integrates with pretty much anything else. If you're on your website, you can use it on your website. If you want to craft a blog post for you, for instance, or you want an about section or a very, sort of some contact section in your website, it will start to craft out some of that. You may not use all of the text word for word, but it gives you a starter so you don't have a blank page to start thinking, what am I going to write about? So tonight is all about storytelling. If you want to sort of wonder about how to start your story, maybe just use this to start, get you going, and then you're on your way again. You can keep on writing yourself. So one there is called Hello Voila, and it is a Chrome extension, and its URL is getvoila.ai. All right, next one I have for you is Hollyfi. So for those of you that are looking for influencers, or maybe you want to be an influencer, which apparently is a profession these days, you can actually decide you want to become an influencer. I always thought being an influencer was a result of something that you did and becoming famous for that. But no, these days you can actually just become an influencer and sort of do it the other way around. So this particular site here allows you to go and find influencers. So if you see the for advertiser section, so influencers that is going to promote your products, services, your brand. And so this gives you a way of being able to search them. If you are an influencer or you've got some sort of influence there, then you can pop yourself up in here as a content creator, and you can get bids from other people. So it is a bidding process where people will submit a request on the platform saying they want an influencer for a particular project, and then you can go and bid for that, and vice versa. So if you're a business there, then you can select from a number of people who do bid. It's not free, although some influencers are free, but part of that there too is that they'll send you a proposal, or maybe you'll give a price range as to what you're prepared to pay. So this really is a paid marketing strategy if you're wanting to use influencers. And the great thing about it is these influencers are not massive influencers, although there are sort of very large influencers in there. There are micro influencers in here as well too. What's a micro influencer? They are someone that works in a very small specific niche, but a niche of highly engaged people. So if they put a message out there, their conversion rate is going to be a lot higher than some of those going out to the mass audience. So for some products and services with a very sort of well-defined audience of people, this may be a great way of helping you to build your list and prospects. So that one there is called, now it's free to have a look around there as well too. So you can sign up for an account, you can post up there either as an advertiser or a content creator, and check out the platform, see how it works. So that's called hollyfi.com. And the very last one I have for us tonight is the world's first robot lawyer. Who would have thought? So for those of you that need to get a lawyer and maybe are a little concerned about how much it's going to cost you, maybe this is your first step. And it is an AI service, AI legal service. So they do things like how to get off a parking ticket. So if you get those nasty parking tickets from the council, then you can come along here and get it to draft you up a letter to get you off that parking ticket. It will help draft letters to organisations. So if you've got a dispute with a company or an organisation on a product or service, it will do that. Even do things like close bank accounts. So you see they've got all sorts of things in here to that you may want to do. So what have we got there? Clean credit report, getting waivers for fees, defamation demand letters. So there you go. So all sorts of things in that there. Now, one caveat here, it is US based, this particular one. So I would, if you are not in the US, I would use it as a starter over here. And I guess it's, it goes to say that it's not a substitute for legal advice, but it is a way to get you started with it. Now I'm going to just bring in one impromptu one as well too. If I can get my browser up, let's just open a new tab. And this just happens to be someone that I met the other day who doesn't know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. And it is someone in Queensland, Australia, who runs something sort of similar, not quite similar. It's one called lawbase.com.au. So if you're looking for something Australian, this is a great site to go to. So it is a legal site. They've got you sign up to it. It is free, and they've got all sorts of articles and sort of content in there to help with it. And then if you do want to engage a lawyer, then they have lawyers inside Lawbase that will do it. And if you want to go for the full membership, then there is a full membership there as option, paid membership there as well too. So that one there is for those that are working in Australia. In fact, I know some of the lawyers are in there as well too. So there's some pretty interesting stuff there, like drone law, for instance. There is someone in Queensland who is the drone lawyer. So he's got some articles in here about what you can and cannot do with your drones and where you're allowed to fly them as well. So some quite specific stuff in there too. All right, and that one there is called lawbase.com.au. And that there is a roundup of our cool online tools for today, for this week. So let's drop into chat. What was your favorite one there? Or do you think they're all going to take you down that rabbit hole and keep you busy for the next several days as you explore them all? Let's see which is the popular one there. All right, what do we got? We got some votes there for Discord. Yes, Discord's pretty cool. I use that. Voila. Yes, that app there, Voila, Holify. Oh, actually, I'm just reading out some of the ones that JM, my VA's put up there. So come on, let's get your votes in. Let me not read just the links there. All right, Ron says Metricool. Yeah, Metricool, it is actually really good. It's really good. I think if you jump in there, you'll find that really good. So yeah, Metricool. So remember, Voila, do not pay, Holify. Voila looks fun as well. Yeah, Voila's pretty good. It's yeah, you get some interesting results with that as well too. I've got a few AI tools that sit inside my browser, and one of them when I search around in Google, and whenever I search, ChatGPT brings up a whole sort of description about what it is I'm searching for as well too. So you get both Google and ChatGPT on the same page. All right, can confirm Discord is great. Best thing is you don't need a new account for every server like Slack does. That is absolutely true. So yes, it is good like that. It sort of cuts down on the clicks in the admin. All right, well, there we go. That is a roundup of our cool online tools today. As ever, if you spot any that you think that I should have a look at, please let me know. Send me a message, and happy to credit you with those as well too. If you've used some and there's some interesting ways that you found to use it, just pop it into the Business Owners Smashing It Online Facebook group. Tell us what you've done with it and some interesting use cases as well. I always read those sort of things. They're really interesting as well too, because I'm a bit nerdy like that as well too. And if you're not a member of the Business Owners Smashing Online Facebook group, now's a good time to join. Just go to Facebook, search for Business Owners Smashing Online, hit the join button, and we'll approve you, and you'll be in. We approve you, so we keep the spammers and scammers out as well too.